stripped of everything of my old life over the space of these past 2 years or so. Now, some of it was surrendered, right? Like, so it wasn't like all of it was like, this like stripping away or ripping away from me. There was things that I surrendered and that were obvious that I had to let go of or give up or whatever as part of doing this, right? Like, so for example, I mentioned one of these 2 seasons was moving from my lifelong home to where I am now in a totally different state. So that meant I had to sell my home of 12 years that I really loved in order to be able to move. I also had to sell or get rid of roughly, probably a little bit more than half the things that were in our home. And so, that was a whole process in and of itself on an emotional level, physically, all of that, right? The career that I spent 20 years building, I could not, stay in that job and move out of the state. It required me to be a resident of the state where I lived before in order to be able to stay in that job. So I had to let that go in order to proceed with moving into a different state. So that was another thing that I had to surrender